All righty, welcome to the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. It's our Christmas show. We're down here at our podcast penthouse, and I'm here with the four horsemen of the After Hours of TC Restani podcast. Myself, of course, TC Restani, along with my longtime close personal friend, the greatest celebrity stalker of all time, South Boston Jeff. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Have a holly jolly one.
I'm sure you are going to have a holly jolly one.
Yeah.
The living legend himself, Colonel Bull Montana's in the house.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah to people all around the world.
There you go, the infamous Vinny Capelli.
Why am I infamous? Why? Because you know
All right,
what?
well, you're
Bah
not
humbug.
Okay, well, you're not the greatest celebrity stalker. You're not the living legend, so you're the infamous.
You know what? I'm gonna be the Tully Blanchard of this group. Okay?
Oh, you're the
I'm
Tully
Tully
Blanchard?
Blanchard.
All right.
Where's my baby doll?
Right down there. His name's Colonel. Unbelievable. All right. This is our first show that we've done since the Thanksgiving special. We took a couple weeks off because you, Vinny Capelli, the Ebenezer Scrooge of the program, proved to be the greatest holiday giver of all time. You took your entire family, illegitimate of course, down to Florida and you surprised them at the airport. Give us the 411 on that, Vin.
All right. So I told my tribe that I was going away on a plane ride for a week. I had to go somewhere, do some work. And what happened is when we got to the airport, I told them I had a little surprise for them while Daddy's gone. Well, what happened is I had a T-shirt and the Disney wristbands that Disney World gives you in a little gift bag. I handed them the gift bags. So my 11-year-old opens it up, and she's like, what the hell is this? My little one opens it up. She's a T-shirt, doesn't realize what the wristband is. And she goes, oh, that's a nice Disney T-shirt. And I go, yeah, that's because we're going to Disney World right now. And my 11-year-old, and they went nuts. Absolutely nuts.
And they had no idea.
No idea.
Why, now, how long have you been planning this trip, and how did you keep it
year.
secret from them?
Because I'm good at keeping secrets.
Well, you are good at keeping secrets. Well, not too good because you have been on your state-paid vacations a couple of times.
No. I still kept the secret. That's why I went on the vacation.
Oh, that's right. Never rat on your friends, and always
keep your mouth
mouth shut.
That's right.
Down there. So now we're down there. You and I are huge Star Wars fans out there. Are they getting prepared for Star Wars Land, which is going to open in 2018?
Yes. So what used to be MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios, which is owned by Disney.
Of course. As like anything
it's
else
in
is.
one of the Disney parks. They have an entire section, that's called Star Tours. It's a ride. But then there's a whole.
That's been there for years.
That's it.
I actually threw up on Star Tours.
You know what? You're right, because a 3D motion ride, and it can bounce you around.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough. But then there's a whole nother section called the Star Wars Launch Bay.
Oh, yeah?
And I walked in there, and there's all this art from all the movies. I mean, a gallery of art. They had, then you walk in, and you could meet, people dressed up as the characters. They had a 10-minute show that was just about the history of Star Wars and Lucasfilm. Then you walk in, and there's just a plethora of props.
Big word.
And I mean a plethora. You name a uniform, it was there. Han Solo's uniform, there. Stormtrooper uniform, there. Jawa uniform, there. You name it. Obi-Wan's uniform, there.
Leia's bikini.
Leia's bikini, no, but Leia's white Hoth outfit, there.
Okay.
All right? They had everything. They had lights, like pure, what do they call it, up to scale lightsabers, the hilts. Amazing. They did it amazing, and then you walked into the store, and it was like a kid in the candy store. There was a Darth Vader suit there for $17,000. I tried to get them down to $15,000. They wouldn't do it. I said, you know what? You come down to $15,000, I'll buy it.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, I heard on the way back on the plane ride home, you basically told your kids, that's it, no more Christmas gifts ever again. This was it. That's what I heard.
I don't know who told you that. Have you been talking to my 5-year-old again?
Well, we do have mutual friends that were on the plane. I'm not going to say people that watch you all the time, but that was the story I was told.
No, that is not the case.
It's not the case.
No, what happened was I told them, I said, listen, this year Santa Claus will be bringing you your gifts. Daddy is a little tapped out right now. And I said, I told them I'd get them something, but, it's all coming from Santa. And as we all know, Santa Claus is real.
Of course he is.
I'm saying. So, some of us have to help Santa Claus shop.
Real?
So
Oh, yeah.
My job isn't done yet. So, Father Bah Humbugging, you're talking to one of the most Christmassy guys here.
You are the most Christmassy guy. You're wearing a red sweater right now and all that other stuff right there. Nice.
There's a reason for the red sweater.
Oh, well, okay. Speaking of red sweaters down there, Colonel Bull Montana, this year, 2017, you found your long-lost son out there. His name is the Bulldog. You have sent him a video greeting via Twitter earlier tonight, and I know he's crying with joy because he's found his long-lost father. In 2017, you're going to meet him face-to-face out there. Now, what would you, as a father, want to give your long-lost son as a gift if you had to? Today, right now, he knocks on the door and he says, Daddy, I want a Christmas gift. You owe me. What are you going to go out and buy him?
Well, first of all, I'm going to get my son maybe a bottle of VO.
A bottle of VO.
Yeah.
For those people out there that don't know what you're talking about, explain what VO is. A voiceover?
No, vodka.
Vodka. So you haven't seen your kid.
I think VO is whiskey or gin, isn't it? VO is actually
Correct.
whiskey. Yeah, VO is whiskey.
Okay, so you haven't
would
seen
know.
your kid. He's now 30-something years old.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
You haven't seen him ever, all right? And the first thing you're going to do is get him drunk. Is that what you did to his mother to create him?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
If we go back in the weigh machine, I know people that have DeLoreans, Bull. We can go back to 1980-something and figure out what you slipped into Velvet's drink that night. Because we all under the assumption that Velvet is the mother, right?
Listen,
Negative.
from what I know, it is possible.
Conceived in the front seat of a cab. Confirm or deny, Colonel?
Denied.
Okay, denied out there. All right. Why don't you take your son to Disney World like Vinny did his daughters?
Well, my son's about 37 now, would you say?
Okay, so
He-
what?
Maybe maybe you have grandchildren. He can take his grandkids
Right.
too.
I mean, Disney's
No,
for everybody.
I got, no grandkids.
You didn't even know you had a kid up until 2 months ago.
Yeah.
How do you know you don't have grandkids out there?
No, I got no kids. No grandkids.
How do you know? How do you know Bulldog doesn't have little puppies running around out there?
You never can tell, right?
I never can tell, but you're denying it down there, saying that you don't have grandkids out there. You could be a grandfather, Colonel Bull Montana. You're speechless down there. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
it is the Christmas season out here, and you and I lost one of our childhood, I wouldn't say idols, but icons growing up.
Well, yeah.
Florence Henderson, a.k.a. Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch. Now, Jeff and I go way back 30-some-odd years, and we used to do Brady Bunch trivia constantly, nonstop. When I texted you, what was your reaction when you found out the day after Thanksgiving that Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady, was no longer with us?
Well, it was disbelief at first. I was like, no, oh, come on. Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady, I grew up watching her and everything. She was like my second mom, for crying out loud. And then, so she's gone. I just couldn't believe it at first because, people like her usually live forever and everything. But I guess this is the first generation of the Brady cast have been dropping off like flies. So I was bummed out.
There's
but-
only 3 that are dead. Mr. and Mrs. Brady, Alice, and of course, Sam.
I said the first generation.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You stand corrected. But you know what the sad part is about this? If you look at it, the Brady kids are now orphans.
You know, I got to ask a question. And I know it's a little early, maybe too soon, but
For you, no, it's never too soon.
Florence Henderson, I mean, she wasn't a bad-looking woman.
Greg tapped her.
Would you? Would you?
Not in her state right now, no.
No, not now, but
But on the Brady Bunch, I'm not really into blondes, but there was something about Mrs. Brady that was just wholesome, and let's be honest, she was kind of like the first MILF.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, she was a MILF.
And she liked Wesson oil. She used to like to fry stuff up.
I know.
She was a kinky old broad there, Mrs. Brady down there.
I mean, come on. You know, when they shut that door and then they went to bed, I mean, they were always reading, but you knew she got freaky between the sheets there.
Maybe with Mike Brady, but not with Robert Reed she did.
You know,
No. Yeah.
What, Bull?
You know, speaking about the late Florence Henderson,
Right.
you know, she was one of the lady co-hosts of the Johnny Carson show.
No. She was on the either Today or Good Morning America.
Excuse me.
Right.
That was Good Morning show.
The only
yeah.
woman who ever hosted the
Yeah.
Tonight Show was Joan Rivers. So it wasn't Mrs. Brady. But you are correct down there. I mean, she had a career that spanned, like, she died when she was, 82, 83? her career spanned 60 some odd years. I mean, she was well known before even the Brady Bunch, but of course the Brady Bunch is what
There's
made her
another
famous.
point that they brought up. You know, she was from Massachusetts.
No, she was not. Her character on the show was from Massachusetts.
Yeah, she brought it up in one episode, in the lisping episode. It's a good thing you're not from Swampscott, Massachusetts. But we always picked up on that and everything. But it was a good. That's a very observant of you.
She was a
Paul.
very good lady actress.
I actually met her once outside of Saturday Night Live back in the late 1990s, and she really was Mrs. Brady. She was one of the nicest celebrities I've ever met. And it was random. I mean, she came out of the elevator and everybody was like, holy shit, this Mrs. Brady. And she walked up, hello, hi. And it was like, wow, I just met Mrs. Brady. Fascinating. Down
If she
there.
grabbed you by the ding-a-ling, it would have even better, wouldn't have?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly.
She was up there in age kind of then, too, as well.
You know,
But,
it's funny.
Mrs. Brady, you got to show some respect for Mrs. Brady.
That is respect. If I'm saying I would have tapped it, that's respect.
So that's the highest compliment you can get from Vinnie Capelli. I would have tapped her ass when she was good looking.
You know,
Yeah, you're gonna tap her with a shovel is the best you can get now.
yeah, nowadays.
Don't be
All
disrespectful.
right,
that
I'm
was
sorry,
early.
Flo. Yeah,
Too
I'm sorry,
soon.
Flo. I'm
Out
sorry,
of you,
Flo.
Jeff, I'm shocked that you would say that about Mrs. Brady. You love that show.
Yeah. Of
You
course I
you
do.
can
I was
quote
just
every
there. Of course
episode
you.
in Greek if
That's
you
right,
wanted
I
to.
could, yeah, well, we used to play Brady trivia back in high school.
Give us a trivia question right now, Jeff. You are the Brady master.
Okay, does anybody know the name of the bike shop that Peter worked at that he got fired from?
I do, but let's see if anybody else on the panel knows. Bull, do you know what's the name of the bike shop that Peter worked at?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Was it Sam's?
No, who was the butcher shop? Good guess. Vinnie Capelli.
Tony Bag of Donuts, I don't know.
Oh, it was an Italian name.
It was an Italian name.
Was it Italian?
It was Martinelli's.
That's right.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know
Mr.
something like
Martinelli.
that.
Mr. Martinelli. You can
Oh,
go
it's
from
okay.
this
You
to
got
this.
that one. Even Bobby Brady, the kid who got Bobby,
When
got that
listen,
one.
when I was a kid, I
Got
was a
that
little
wrong.
busy
Stealing TVs, not watching
no,
them.
procuring bikes.
Okay.
If you know
Cool.
what
Oh,
I mean.
sure.
And then selling them.
You were your own
I was
little
a salesman.
You were your own little Mr.
Bull will tell
Martinelli.
you, he met me when I was. That's actually how I kind of met Bull.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to get into stories on it. It's a Christmas season down here. You're talking about stealing kids' bikes.
I wasn't saying I said I procured. I never said the word steal.
Procured in your vocabulary means
No, then
stealing.
I could have bought the thing, maybe at a discounted rate.
Yeah, really discounted. 0%. 100% off. Yeah, what, Colonel?
Speaking about passing, we had lost the great John Glenn.
That's right. Former senator and astronaut. First American to orbit the Earth.
Second
right.
man to walk in the moon.
No, he wasn't on that trip, was he?
No,
I thought he was.
No.
No, I think it was Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, it was Buzz Aldrin. That's right.
Right.
But wasn't John Glenn also the first guy to punch a man in the face? Oh, that was that Buzz Aldrin when he got questioned on it. Remember?
John.
Oh no! Oh yeah! I don't know. I know you're talking about. Well, no, it'd have to be Buzz Aldrin.
It was
because we
Buzz
know
Aldrin.
that John Glenn served at the
Yep.
Circle of the Earth.
He was also the oldest man in space too. Was John?
He
Glenn.
was. He was on the space shuttle. We don't know if they actually did land on the moon. That could be a conversation
know
in
that's part of your
2006.
Yeah,
conspiracy
You know-
theories.
that could have been shot in a studio.
That could have been by Stanley Kubrick of all people.
TC.
That was
I've
one of the
heard that.
reasons
I've
why
heard
they
that.
they
I mean,
they,
of
they
course,
whacked
I'm a
him.
Stanley Kubrick nut, and I've heard that.
Yeah, Colonel. what?
TC. Plus the late John Glenn was good friends with the late Teddy Ballgame, which would be Ted Williams.
They actually flew together in
On a
Korea,
mission.
Really?
and
Yeah.
Ted Williams said that he was the greatest pilot he ever knew.
Obviously, he was the first person in space who flew around the planet.
Well, what I'm saying, but Ted Williams was a great pilot
Oh, really?
in his own
He's kind of
mind.
like Anakin
Yeah.
Skywalker. Your father was already a great pilot when I knew him.
But I was amazed at how strongly the Force was with him.
I took it upon myself. All right, giving out the subject there. Colonel, now, you've been in space before, haven't you?
No.
Oh, come
no,
on.
no. That's Boomerang
oh,
Chastain,
sorry.
who's been in space.
I would swear, Bull, you remember that time you talked about the UFO that you saw down over Revere Beach? Was that
Oh,
really
yeah,
your,
that's right.
Was that really your ride home? I mean, you can tell us. There's only four of us down here right now.
It wasn't a ride home.
All right, really? Yeah, John Glenn. I mean, 2016 has not been a good year for celebrities.
You think about Robin Williams, right?
No,
That was-
Robin
was
Williams was
this
like
year?
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. That's
2
right.
years ago.
So who'd we lose this year?
Prince.
Prince. Yeah.
We lost John Glenn.
Yeah.
We lost Carol Brady. Willy Wonka himself, Gene
That's
Wilder.
right. Willy Wonka. Yep.
We lost. There's
I
so
think there was a big. No, there was like a big name this year.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. That was
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. We
And,
lost Muhammad.
and today, for those of you Jaws fans out there, Jaws 2 actor Joseph Mascolo.
What was he playing in Jaws 2?
Okay, remember the town councilman who was also a real estate agent who was at ends with Brody. He didn't
The one that he got in a fight with.
he didn't
that
think
you didn't show. But
right.
they
He didn't think there was really a shark out there.
Yes.
He accusing him. You're shooting up the beaches down there. What if we got sued? Did you stop to think about that?
Yeah.
Well, his other claim to fame was he was the evil bad guy Stefano DiMera on Days of Our Lives. And I know many people down here are big Days of Our Lives fans, but for me, he's always going to be Len Peterson from Jaws 2. And he tapped today. He was 87. He had a good run.
Wow.
But yeah, maybe on our year-end review, we'll talk about all the big-time celebrities that have died. It's crazy how many have died this year in 2016.
Well, you know what? 2017, it's going to be a better year.
It's going to be a better year.
You know why?
Why?
January 21st. That's all I got to say. January 21st. Get rid of them and making America great again.
Speaking of that, for those of you who don't know out there, of course, January 21st is when Donald J. Trump gets sworn in as President of the United States. And he announced a lot of cabinet positions this week. And one of them was
Linda McMahon.
Linda McMahon. Vince McMahon's wife is now like the head of the Small Business
She's secretary
Bureau.
of the Secretary of Small Business Administration.
No, she does not have a small business, but to her credit, WWE and wrestling get a bad name, but you're talking about someone her and Vince started that company with like 8 employees, and it's now a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, that's a great American story right there.
Wrestling is in the White House. Great.
Wrestling is in the White House. Don't forget, Donald Trump and the McMahons go way back to 1988 when he first co-promoted WrestleMania 4 and 5 at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City.
Yep.
But that ain't the big news. The big news is it hasn't even hit the news wires yet, other than when I broke the story yesterday. There's hundreds, maybe even thousands of positions that the president appoints when he takes over as the commander-in-chief of the planet, let's just say, because obviously the most powerful man in the world. Do you know who he named Secretary of Barbecues?
The Colonel.
The Colonel, Bull Montana. Write down. He's speechless right now. Donald Trump's administration called me yesterday and told me that you, Colonel Bull Montana, are now the Secretary of Barbecues. You're making barbecues great again, Colonel. What do you have to say about that?
I hope to improve it more, better, and better.
How are you going to improve barbecues all across the great United States, Bull?
I'm going to tell everybody in the summer, come on out and use the great hibachis.
So that's what you do. That's your campaign right there. Hibachis. You're not going for the big grills. You're not going for the Weber grills. You're going for the hibachis.
Is that like the Great Santini, the Great Hibachi?
Hibachis and the other stuff where you cook it on.
Stuff that you cook it
Coal.
on.
I mean, not the coal.
Charcoal.
The barbecue pits.
Okay,
and,
the pit.
and the great
Well,
barbecue
I heard
pits.
because now that you're the Secretary of Barbecues, you're actually getting a lot of more people jobs in coal mines so they can make the charcoal for the barbecues on the hibachis. And you personally, Colonel, for everybody who supported you for this, you're going to go visit each and individual barbecue from the month of June all the way until Labor Day. Is this true?
I'll try my best.
You're going to try your best. Now, you and Vinny down here have a past with barbecues. Now, this is one of the...
bring it up.
We have to bring it up because it's one of the reasons why the Trump administration selected Bull over you as the
I
secretary.
didn't even know I was in the running.
As the Secretary of Barbecue. You are a former barbecue champion. Correct me if I'm wrong?
Previously, yes.
Previously. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go on our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/AfterHoursTC, and you can see the history of Vinny Capelli and Colonel Bull Montana rivalry over the Barbecue Eat-Off Championship. There's 2 Barbecue Eat-Off Championships up there, and one of them had a lot of controversy. I mean, we talk about the election having a lot of controversy. We're going back around 2000 and, 14, Vinny. You narrowly defeated the Colonel a year before.
Narrowly. Did you see my plate?
Okay.
It was done. It was empty.
Okay, but going back and analyzing the videotape, and we come to find out that you paid off Quincy to shut off the power in the studio during...
Did he tell you that?
He did.
Would you give him a gallon of milk?
I did give him a gallon
You
of
know
milk.
what? You just said it earlier. You never rat on your friends, and you always keep your mouth shut.
I didn't rat.
Yeah, you're telling him now.
He saw the tape. He was there when we had when he had the
Listen,
discussion.
listen. Me and him, we've made up since then.
I know there's no animosity.
But there was a reason why that happened. Because that bastard over there ate my goddamn hot dogs when I almost won the championship from Wingling Chingling.
All right, many years ago, down on where was it? In Brooklyn. In
At Coney Island.
Coney Island, to make for people out there that need the geographical location of where this event took place, happened, and you had a bit of rivalry with him, Colonel Bull Montana, but during that taping, when the power went off, you emptied your plate onto his plate, and when the power came back on, the referee didn't see it and made you.
It's not my problem that he didn't see it. But answer me a question. The following year, I got poisoned.
Okay, the following year, there is a lot of controversy. That's why we never had one this year or the year before. Because of the controversy where Captain Jack supposedly put something in your drink.
Supposedly, it was pretty obvious.
Okay, obviously. If you want to see this evidence, you can go watch it on our YouTube page, the infamous barbecue controversy, where actually no one is the barbecue eat-off champion as of this time. And I don't think when we have our barbecue next summer that we can have you two in the competition, because you, Colonel, are now the secretary of barbecue, so it wouldn't be fair. And you...
Wait, I never lost my title.
It wasn't really lost. It was stripped from you. It was stripped from you by Johnny Fabulous, our show's
Oh,
agent
yeah,
down here.
I know. Let's not talk about Johnny Fabo. Listen, the only thing I know is I did my research. I had people paid off and people paid to come and do investigations on every one of you. The one thing I will say, the only reason why I'm sitting at this table is because none of you has had anything to do with my poisoning.
I was hitting record.
I wouldn't expect you to have anything to do with the poisoning.
I was doing
thought
commentary.
maybe it might have been him or Jeff at the time because they were a little upset with me, but it wasn't them. I want to know who it was, though. I will get to the bottom of that.
It was Captain Jack. We showed it.
No. Listen, I ain't stupid. There's a reason why.
You think Captain Jack was on the take?
Absolutely. You don't do nothing
So
unless
there's
you get
someone
paid for
out
it.
there who tried to kill you.
I don't know if they tried to kill me. They definitely tried to make me lose.
What you did. But so that it could be a conspiracy on our own show.
That's something. I think
Who
you're right.
actually is behind the poisoning of Vinny Capelli? Now, this has been untouched for 2 years, almost 3 years.
You're digging up some old memories here.
When he became barbecue secretary, all of this had to come back. They looked at us. They looked at the YouTube channel and they saw the competitions.
All right, listen. I'm gonna say this much.
All right.
Bo, I support you as the new secretary of the barbecue. You have my full support. What happened in the past between you and I is the past. We've since moved on. I will support him 100%. Just make barbecues great again, all right?
Colonel.
But I want in the competition. I never lost the title. I should have never had it stripped. I was poisoned. At least give me the opportunity.
Okay, so so you were announcing to the world right now. We are now. What is today's date?
Today is December 10th, I believe.
December 10th, 2016. You were making an open challenge to anybody in the world other than Colonel Bull Montana.
Other than Colonel. You know what? I want you to invite Quincy.
Okay.
I want you to invite the barbecue kid. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I want you to invite him and that stupid gorilla.
All right. Okay. So you want Vinny's a very pissed off man right now. You don't get between a man and his barbecue.
I let it go.
But sorry.
I defended that title.
I know you defended that
I went
title.
everywhere.
You did defend that title. We saw it. Colonel defended the title all around the country as well. And that's one of the reasons why Donald Trump must have saw the video and said, I'm going to make him our barbecue secretary. And you are the barbecue secretary, Colonel, down there. Unbelievable. Jeff, what's your take on this? Because you were kind of like the trainer for Bull.
Yeah, I was the trainer and everything, and I hope Bull does pretty good for himself this time and everything, because I didn't get out and train him for nothing all that time and everything, running along the beach like a jackass.
Now, Colonel.
You ran him along the beach?
He did. Oh, yeah. You can see that video on our YouTube channel as well.
You know what, Jeff, though? I got to say, your trainer did something, because look at this. We have a connection to the White House. I mean, you already were friendly with the Don. Me and the Don kind of had a little falling out over something.
You guys had that dinner that you talked about in the last show.
But, I mean, now he's directly involved with the Don.
Right. You are the barbecue secretary of the United States of America, Colonel. Who knows? You could be on a barbecue sauce container somewhere down the line. What's your favorite type of barbecue, Bull? Don't say free.
Oh, the best sauce I like is the teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki sauce.
Hey,
Huh?
Bull, I got a request. I got to ask you something. I just got to do it. as much as it's going to kill me. I'm thinking Rocky 3 right here. Apollo trained Rocky. Bull, I'm asking you as a longtime friend to train me.
Colonel, will you train Vinny Capelli for whoever challenges him?
I'm going to think about it.
All right. He's like a true politician. He's going to think about it.
There we go.
So in the summer of 2017, when we have our fan appreciation barbecue, Vinny Capelli has an open challenge out there to anybody to challenge him to a barbecue eat-off out there for the coveted barbecue championship.
I might know someone that's going to take you on.
Who's that?
Big Nez.
The former barbecue eat-off
Is that the
champion.
guy he beat?
It is the guy he beat, but he's the former champion out there. You know, there are a lot of former barbecue eat-off champions out there, Vinny.
I know.
And, this is a different topic for a different time. I just wanted to make reference that, Colonel, congratulations. I mean,
Thank you.
this is a feather in your cap down there. I mean, it's a lowly position. It's not like Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of whatever. You are the Secretary of Barbecue. And no one ever is probably going to ever mention that, but we had to bring it out and make sure that our good friend, Colonel Bull Montana, the Secretary of Barbecues. Look at him. He's welling up down there with pride. And he's getting hungry down there. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take
I'm
our...
not getting hungry.
You're not getting hungry?
We don't have a smoothie machine anywhere, do we?
No, we do not have
Thank
a...
God.
No. And on that note, we're going to take our first big-time commercial break. We come back, we're going to talk about more holiday things.
Hi, my name is Allison Wade, Playboy's Miss May 2006, and you're watching After Hours with TC Restani. Enjoy.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back from that big-time commercial break. We are here at the podcast Penthouse. This is the After Hours of TC Restani podcast, and we're here talking about Christmas. Now, Vinny Capelli, during the commercial break, you brought up a kind of an interesting subject you want to talk about. Favorite television shows or holiday movies, or what was your question?
You know, let's talk about our favorite all-time Christmas specials or holiday movies. You know, you got to think about it. I mean, back in the day when we were kids, I mean, we're all roughly the same age. You know, Colonel's a little older.
Colonel's a little older.
BU and SBJ are all kind of around the same age.
Right.
And I mean, Christmas specials back then, I remember, like, I'd be, like, sitting up waiting for it, like, Mom, the Christmas special's on. You know? Nowadays, you can get it on demand, or you can
watch
go
it
to
on your
buy
phone.
DVD, watch it on your phone. But I just thought maybe, since it is the holidays, and I, for one, have to watch every goddamn Christmas special over and over and over, and did I say over again?
You did.
So let's might as well talk about it since we're here.
All right, Colonel Bull Montana, since you are the closest in age to Santa Claus, what's your favorite holiday movie or event?
Well, I got two of them.
Okay, you are granted two of them, my friend.
The one would be, I believe it's the one that Mr. Swatch played in.
Oh, you're talking about A Christmas Story.
Right? That's number one.
Okay, why is that your favorite?
I just like how Mr. Schwartz was when he grew up and all that.
Okay, you're talking about Scotty Schwartz, the actor who played, what was his name, Flick in it, and he's the one who stuck his tongue
On the pole.
Yeah.
on the pole.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that, Colonel? I know you stuck your tongue in a lot of weird places, but have you ever stuck it on a pole?
Let's not.
I know I have.
That just opens the door.
No,
I
it
just think
does.
Red Velvet, and that's it.
All right.
And
Colonel, have you ever stuck your tongue to a pole? No, really?
and the other one would
I think
be,
we're going to have to do that.
And the other one would be Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Charlie Brown's Christmas out there, huh? Can you give us a little impersonation of how the adults talk on Charlie Brown? You don't know, huh? Vinny, give it to us.
Womp, 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 womp.
So, Christmas Story and Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, why Charlie Brown Christmas? Who's your favorite on there? Pigpen? Well, why do you like the Charlie Brown Christmas Bowl?
Because I was, like, when I was a little kid, I liked peanuts.
You like peanuts? Like an elephant?
No, not the
Meaning
peanuts.
peanuts.
I know what he's talking about.
And my favorite Christmas song would be Dreaming of a White Christmas, just like the one I used to know, where your sleigh bell ringing and children singing.
That's a round of applause. Perry Como's got nothing on you, Colonel Bull Montana out there. That was Bing Crosby is rolling in his grave, jealous of you right now.
We're hitting the karaoke bar
Oh,
after.
that's bringing a tear to my eye. Not much does. I mean, that was was that dedicated to your son, the Bulldog?
No, the song was the special people that I know around here.
Okay, all right. Well, whoever's for it, that was a fantastic rendition out there, Colonel. We're gonna
Speaking
do
of White Christmas, I heard we may have one this year.
really,
Yeah, we may have some white stuff on the ground in a couple of days.
wow. Thank you, there, the meteorologist Capelli.
Great coming back to to this lovely state after I left 75-degree weather to come to this crap.
You can always go back.
I can't. It's in my blood.
They broke your bank.
It's in my yeah. They broke something else too.
All right, South Boston Jeff, your favorite holiday media event.
My favorite holiday. My favorite holiday TVs. Whatever. Okay. I think my number one favorite would be Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. If you ever remember that one, it was a Jim Henson production that came out in the 70s. I think 1971.
I just looked it up. 77.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. And he was like a little otter. He was poor and everything, and he just he wanted to buy. I think he wanted to buy a new toolbox or something. No, I forget it. But
A wash tub for his mother. Remember that's
no,
what
he had a wash tub. His mother.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
His mother was doing laundry. She had the wash tub, and he wanted to start up a band, but he had to put the hole in the wash tub in order to. Yeah, but it was a nice little Christmas special with a lot of nice songs and everything. That's what I look for in a Christmas special: a few nice songs and everything, and something good, happy memories to look back at as a child. Which brings me to another one I love, and I haven't seen.
Well, before you get on that one, you have to mention River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Well, yeah, that was one of the songs. There was a band in that with a bear called the River Bottom Nightmare
And the
Band.
bear looked like our good friend, the late great Dr. Red.
That's right.
Oh, Dr. Red. Wow.
There's a name from the
It's
past.
a name from the past. Holy crap.
But Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, that was actually, if I remember, that actually aired on HBO.
Yeah, it certainly did. Yeah, it aired on HBO, and all the music was written by what's that cat who played Little Enos and Smokey and the Bandit? John Williams.
No,
John Williams.
Yeah, John Williams, the guy who did Star Wars. You're thinking of, I'll think about it. He also wrote the Love Boat theme as well. Paul Williams.
Paul Williams. Well, yeah, I was certainly close, and he's still alive. Oh, golly, I'd love to meet him. What a cool guy and a great songwriter. But speaking of good music, there's another Christmas special I really liked, and I haven't seen it in a while. It was Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Oh, my God.
He didn't see it either.
I mean,
blind.
I remember that when I was a
Wait,
little
where is
kid.
Mr. Magoo? He's not here tonight.
There was Mr. Magoo. Oh, by George, Quincy Magoo played Ebenezer
Wait a minute.
Scrooge.
Magoo's
and,
real name is Quincy?
Yes, that's true.
I didn't know that.
Oh, my
Yeah, Quincy Magoo.
God.
Oh, my God. For those of you who are listening out there, we have an insane friend by the name of Quincy Briscoe out
Do you have
there.
a picture you can put up of him?
He's actually, I tweet a lot of pictures of him on our Twitter, which is at After Hours TC. Okay, but I never knew that Mr. Magoo's first name was Quincy. You learn something new here every day on the After Hours of TC Restani
Knew
podcast.
it, Mr. Magoo.
There you go. So your two favorites are Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas and
yeah.
Mr. Magoo's Christmas.
That's right.
Now, why Mr. Magoo's Christmas?
Well, it just the songs, and it just I remember it coming on every Christmas, and I've seen it at least 15 to 20 times and everything, and I don't know. And one more thing was I was really psyched when they actually did a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Christmas special. I don't know why they I've only seen that once, but I just couldn't believe that they actually did it.
So in Eternia, they have Christmas.
I guess that they celebrate Eternia and Christmas.
And what did they do on the He-Man Christmas special? I never knew about this. I'm gonna have to look this up on YouTube tonight. What did He-Man and Cringer and Orko and all the rest ask for? And did Santa Claus show up?
Oh, I don't like. No, there wasn't a Santa Claus and everything, but they were celebrating a holiday. I think there was an orphan involved that was dropped onto the planet and had to find his kids, and had to find his parents, just every He-Man character you can imagine was showed up to Castle Grayskull for a big celebration. The good
Even
guys,
Skeletor was there.
Yeah, the good guys and the bad guys showed up at Castle for a big
Right.
celebration.
Okay, and
So
now
that's
you
what I'm.
you've seen the movie, right, Jeff?
The one
He-Man
with Dolph
movie.
Lundgren
Right,
playing
right.
He-Man, of
Who,
course.
who was that smoking hot babe that played? What was it? Was it Tila or remember the chick that was in it with them?
Oh, I
Tila.
don't remember the name of the girl who played Tila.
She was fantastic.
Oh, she had a great ass. Yeah, she knew it too.
Wasn't Courtney Cox in that movie?
She was, yeah.
She was the girl.
She was the Earthling that He-Man befriended.
And Evelyn was played by Meg Foster, who's not looking that pretty these days.
Oh
I'll
yeah, we
tell you
mentioned that on our convention 2 episodes ago. And we saw her at a convention. She was in They Live. She kind of looked like something that would be on The Walking Dead right now. So those are your two holiday things. All right, mine would have to be. There are so many of them.
I think I already know one of them.
No, it is not the Star Wars holidays.
It's not?
No, that was the worst thing I've
Wow.
ever seen in
I'm
my
shocked.
entire life. That was horrible. That just passed its 39th anniversary, and I can wait another 39 years to let.
But wasn't Boba Fett in that?
he was as a cartoon?
Yes.
But that's other than that, that was horrible. I mean, Carrie Fisher was strung out on something on that. Mark Hamill had he looked like he was in drag with all the makeup he had on. It was ridiculous. And Harrison Ford probably wants to buy every copy of it, throw it in his Christmas fire this year. But my favorite two holiday movies or specials, whatnot. The first one is definitely I loved it, and I still watch it to this day when it's on TV or on YouTube or on DVD. A Very Brady Christmas.
Okay.
Without question. 1988, the Bradys came back after a long hiatus, and they even replaced Cindy on this. With the chick from Ghostbusters.
That's right.
But it
the
was
chick from. You mean the chick from up the creek?
Up the Creek. Jennifer Runyon. That was her. I loved A Very Brady Christmas. It was corny, cheesy, but like I said, I was a huge Brady Bunch fan. So anything that the Brady Bunch did, I loved it, and to this day, I'll still watch it. My favorite holiday movie surrounding Christmas, Die Hard.
Oh, yeah, almost
Hans
forgot
Gruber.
about that
Hans
one.
Gruber.
Almost
Even
forgot.
though Bruce Willis is a dickhead, that movie, Die Hard, the original one and the second one, it was around Christmas
Yep.
as well, are two holiday classics that it brings you into the holiday spirit. Nothing says holiday spirit than German terrorists taking over a building.
Okay. All right. All right.
What, you're not a Die Hard fan?
Well, I have different favorites.
Okay.
But okay, so Die Hard. Die Hard's a okay movie. The original was the best.
Of course it was. The original's always the best. All right, so I want to hear your Vinny Capelli favorite
All right, well,
holiday
this is gonna blow
specials.
your mind.
Nothing
So
blows
I got,
my mind
I
on
got
this show.
2 Christmas specials, and I have a movie.
Okay, whatever
First
you want.
Christmas special.
Sure.
Every time it's on, I watch it. I love it.
Do you cry?
No, I don't cry, but it's definitely aged. But I appreciate it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay. It is a classic.
Yes.
I mean, when we were kids, remember that old CBS special thing to go
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like, oh, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, you know something good was coming up when you seen that logo.
And it was only on once
A year.
once a year. That was it.
Yep.
And it was always the week after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And now you can buy it on DVD, watch it on YouTube.
On demand.
It's ruined.
Netflix.
It's
yeah.
ruined. It's not. You look forward to it every single year, and
They still play it on ABC or
CBS.
once a year.
It was
That's
originally on NBC.
Yes.
In fact, we're talking about it. This past week or so was the 52nd or 53rd anniversary of that special.
Yep.
And of course, it was even outdated when we saw it as kids, but it was
yeah.
it was awesome. I mean, Bull, you were around when it first aired. What was it like seeing that in black and white?
I didn't like it when it's black and white, but
How did you know his nose was red?
you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell back in those days.
Right. What was your favorite part of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Bull?
The one where when Rudolph was missing and Donna and Blitzen were out by a little cave. And
Yeah.
Oh. Yep.
You look like that. What was that snow
The
creature?
Bumble.
The Bumble. Yeah, you could be the Bumble, man.
Bumble's bounce.
Bumble, Montana. And there's another guy who looked like Dr. Red.
Yes,
Yukon
another one.
Cornelius.
Yeah,
Wow.
So
Yukon
all right,
Cornelius.
so now my second one.
Okay.
I know it's gonna sound corny.
From you?
The original Mickey's Mouse Christmas Carol, Mickey's Christmas Carol,
I've never seen
the
that.
cartoon version.
Do you know the first Disney thing I ever saw was Star Wars Episode 7?
Yes, you've told me this.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want to make that perfectly clear.
So those are my two.
Well, I know that there is such a thing. I've never seen it myself, but it is where the popular character Scrooge McDuck comes from.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
And ever since then, they came out with DuckTales and all that other crap and everything. And
And they turned him face. I
Yeah,
mean, he
yeah.
was a heel,
Yeah.
and they turned him face.
oh yeah,
And then my movie, my holiday movie, there's a bunch of good ones out there, but there's none better than Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
yeah, he did a great job.
I will watch
agree with
that all year long. I love that movie. Phenomenal. I
Really?
absolutely love it. I love that movie.
Well, you are the Grinch that kind of stole Christmas. I remember a time about maybe 15, 16 years ago, you and a couple of your neighborhood friends were going around and stealing Christmas trees.
Whoa. You know, we do have to have a little talk after the show. There are certain things you're not supposed to bring up.
Now, you know who told us this?
Who told you this?
Your mother.
I'll cut her.
She wa-
I'll cut her.
She was like,
No, she didn't.
She was like, I've been listening to the podcast, and it's cleansing Vinny's soul, and I want him to get this off his chest. But she did tell me that there's actually a happy ending to this. I wouldn't just leave you out on the ledge like this, Vin. You guys stole the Christmas trees and gave them to the less fortunate.
Well, listen, and she told you the neighborhood we were doing it in.
She did. I'm not going to mention the neighborhood
Yeah,
here.
let's not mention the neighborhood.
No.
But, you know, it was a neighborhood where people were a little, how do I say, they lived way beyond their means, and they didn't know how to share. And you know what? You're right.
You were like the Robin Hood of Christmas.
Yeah, I was. So you know what? It's all right. Tell the story. That's fine.
Well, that
I
was the
did.
story. You guys stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
It just, I also happened to, at the time, do some free shopping at Sears. Because I felt they needed Christmas lights.
It's where America shops.
But they needed Christmas lights and they needed bulbs, and we just did a little free shopping there.
You know, for all your Christmas needs, go to vinnycapelli.com, even if you had one.
You know, that caught me a weekend in a free hotel.
I know. I know the story. I talked to Mama Capelli on a probably like a monthly basis. She listens to the show down in Brooklyn, and she's saying, "You're doing the wonderful things for my son Vincent. I love him so much. You're cleansing his soul. He's bringing his kids down to see the Mickey Mouse."
Now you're gonna make me go see my mother. Because
Hopefully,
I'm gonna get the phone call. You haven't come to see the mama.
I know. Hey, she used to make the best lasagna. Am I
Still
wrong?
does. What do you mean? Used to. She still does.
Okay, well, I haven't seen Mama Capelli in quite some time. You know, it's about time that she come up here to the podcast penthouse.
Little baby.
You know, maybe for the New Year's special, she can bring us a little New Year's lasagna.
Well, you know, since we're on the holiday special, I have to ask.
Not the Star Wars holiday
Not
special.
well, since it's a special podcast.
Okay, that's for sure.
I think we all should say the one gift that we would love to have this year.
the one.
The one gift. What do you think?
Okay.
Let's talk about the one gift we would love this
the
year. 'Cause I
one-
know what I want, but I'll let
Okay,
you guys go
okay.
first.
The one gift. I'm going to start with you, Colonel Bull Montana. The one gift. No, he's going last because it's his question. Don't point the finger at me. All right, I'll start. All right, I'll start with Jeff. All right, making you think down there. All right, Jeff, you had one gift in the world you wanted for the holiday season. What the hell would it be?
Wow, it's a pretty big question to throw at me, but
You're sitting on Santa Montana's lap down there, and you're asking him, Santa Montana, this is what I want for Christmas. What do you want? They already legalized weed, so you can't ask for that.
Yeah, that's true and everything. I would ask for the, but let's see.
He's on the
I would
spot.
say, I would say the fanciest limousine you could buy with a lifetime service and everything, and a chauffeur.
Not bad. I like
Like
it.
the
I
movie
like it.
My Chauffeur. Remember that movie?
Of course.
with Deborah Foreman.
Oh yeah, I remember the boobs. I remember my chauffeur. Yeah, that was quite.
Wasn't as good as my tutor.
No, not by any means. But my chauffeur, that had some. Yeah, they all had good boobs and everything. But
It was the 80s. All
yeah,
the chicks
yeah.
had perfect boobs back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, how about that? Yeah, a brand new like a limousine with a chauffeur and plenty of boobs and yeah, there you go.
So you want the TC Restani treatment?
There you go.
Sorry
down there. Jeff, you can borrow the limo anytime you want. You are family.
Yeah, but
You want your own. He wants his
yeah.
own. He wants his own. When he goes celebrity stalking, he wants his own limousine.
So what about you,
Let's go to Colonel first.
Colonel?
Colonel, you've already gotten a son this year that you never knew of. So, out of everything, what would you want? You wake up Christmas morning, it's underneath the Christmas tree. What do you want?
He's also rekindled old flames, multiple old flames.
That is true.
He's
Yeah,
had a voodoo woman.
You had a voodoo woman,
So-
and you went missing this year, shacked up with a broad for like 4 months.
So what would you want?
I would like to meet a nice young lady
How young?
about my age.
That's not young. You know,
I can't.
to Kirk Douglas, who turns 100 years old today,
Yeah.
your age is young, all right?
Yeah.
But you're 60 years old. We made it public
Right.
record in September. We took the whole month off for your birthday, your 60th birthday. So you want a young broad, 60 years old.
No, someone about my age.
Okay, what are you looking for in a woman? I mean, a younger woman. You're the colonel.
I mean,
you're the barbecue secretary. Forget about
mean-
these old bags.
So I could take some lady ice skating with me or something.
Ice skating with you,
Yeah.
huh? Like kind of
Hey.
like Rocky.
Hey, yo, Rock, take it to the zoo. Why? Retards like the zoo.
All right, so you want a nice young hot piece of ass out there for Christmas. Other than that, you're the colonel. You can do that any day of the week. What else do you want out there? Other than that, what ultimate toy did you always want as a kid and you never got?
The ultimate toy I need was like a 10-speed bike.
A 10-speed. Do they even make 10-speed
Yeah,
bikes?
well, it's a
anymore?
mountain bike.
I
It
mean,
is-
like a mountain bike.
So you want a mountain bike?
Yep.
Now, can you ride a bike?
Yes,
I've never seen you ride a bike in my
Yeah.
entire life. I've known you a million years, and I've never seen you
Yeah.
ride a bike.
I could.
So, okay. So, it's going to be a video that we're going to have to do somewhere when
Yeah.
the warmer weather comes. I have a mountain bike down here. All right? I'm going to actually put you on it. If you flatten the tires, you want me doing tires. You okay, Colonel?
I ain't gonna fly.
Okay, okay. All right, so, you're going to ride a bike.
Yep.
All right. I am not held responsible if you fall off the bike, if the things
I
happen.
ain't gonna fall. Don't worry. I can hold my balance.
You can hold your balance. All right. So, the Colonel wanted a 10-speed bike, like a Schwinn. What color Schwinn did you kind of want as a kid?
No, just so I could instead of using my Charlie card all the time.
For those of you who don't know, a Charlie card is a pass for the subway system here in Boston. So you want to ride a bike. You want to get into some exercise out there,
Yes.
tool around and
Well,
whatnot.
that's good, actually. He wants to take care of himself. He wants to better his health. That'll help. If he meets a younger woman, he may not be able to keep up, if you know what I mean. So he might need to work out,
none
build
of-
the stamina.
None of that. I don't want none of that no more.
You don't want another kid. That's what you can put a little hood on down there, Colonel. You don't have to worry about that. So the Colonel wants that with a bike down there.
All right.
Now what do I want? God, I have everything. I'm trying to think. I got this podcast. I got the penthouse. I got the hot tub. I got the
limo.
I got the limo. I got the after hour with Vinny. After hour with I'm getting tongue tied here, Vin. You know what I'm talking
You
about.
got the groupies.
I got the groupies. I got
and you got the what I would call the rupees.
I got the Restani rats.
the Restani rats and the Restani Riris.
Right? We got all yes.
Yeah, but
The totally awesome radical dudes.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I know.
yeah, but the only thing that you don't have is a TC helicopter.
Well, I don't have a helicopter, but I don't want a helicopter, Paul, because I don't like riding in helicopters. I had a bad experience in a helicopter once. I'm not going to get into it right now. But I'm trying to think. What would I want other than if I could really have it, a fully functional DeLorean time machine.
I'm just sitting.
I mean,
we must be thinking the same
not
way.
a replica.
I know. No, you want the actual
I
DeLorean.
want one that works.
Yeah, you want with the real time flux.
I want every
capacitor.
day. Awesome. That'd be fantastic out there.
All right.
That's what I want out there. I got everything else.
Do you want the one from you have to use petroleum, or do you want to use the one that uses the garbage?
Petroleum? You mean plutonium?
Plutonium. Sorry.
Plutonium.
Okay, I
because,
wouldn't want to use plutonium because Colonel's been around plutonium, and you can see what happens down there. I
Right.
want Mr. Fusion that I can throw all of the garbage that Colonel usually leaves in the limo into Mr. Fusion to make it work down there.
Okay.
So that's what I want. I don't care about world peace or anything like that. I want a fully functioning DeLorean time machine. All right, Vinny, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, like yourself, I got a lot of things, okay? I got everything I want. I had Christmas. I had the Disney trip.
You did have the
Kids
Disney
are
trip.
happy.
How's the wife? Is she happy?
The what?
The mother of your children.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. It's great. If I had to say, if there's one thing out there that I want this year, honestly, and I'm not going to say world peace.
You're not running for Miss America.
No, I wouldn't mind having a Miss America under my tree.
Okay, you
I
go.
wouldn't mind having a Miss America under my tree. You know what I like too? The women who do cosplay.
You do.
Oh, some of those cosplay women. I
have to agree 100%.
Oh my lord! You got the ones that dress up like World of Warcraft, the one that dress up like Harley Quinn. There's some Star Wars ones out there. They're oh my god!
Well,
They're
you want
just-
if we're going to talk about cosplayers out there, let's talk about my longtime close personal friend Whitney Wickham out there, who listens to this show, and I've interviewed on the program. Whitney Wickham. She dresses up as Ray. Hold on, let me show you a picture of her. Look at that.
Oh my god!
Doesn't she look exactly like Ray?
Ooh.
And she's out there. I mean, Whitney, if you let out there, we love you, and keep tweeting those pictures of you with BB-8, baby. That's all we have to say. Unbelievable.
Wow! Can I have that picture for a little bit, please?
May the force be with you, Whitney, out there.
That's what I'm talking about. You see women like that.
When I go to these conventions, there are cosplayers that don't really fit the bill, but then you get people like Whitney and other people that we know that make cosplay exciting. Really exciting.
Unbelievable. There's one of them, Joni something.
Does she love Chachi?
No, but she is beautiful. You gotta look this woman up on YouTube. Joni something. I mean, she wears next to nothing,
Which is always good.
and she's beautiful as it is. But she's just unbelievable, and the costumes are unbelievable. But I guess you know what? It's tough to have that under the tree with the kids. Really, the only thing I really want for Christmas this year, honestly, is my kids to be happy. That's it. You know what I'm asking for Christmas? I want everybody to be happy.
Really?
As bad as I can be at times, I want everybody to be happy this year. We have a lot of reasons to be happy coming into 2017. The Don's going to be the president.
Episode 8.
Episode 8. Oh, Rogue One. Hello.
Rogue One's coming out next week. We're going to talk about that on our next show. Me and you are going to give a review about it.
I hope so.
Because I really don't. Speaking of Star Wars, I usually look for all the leaks and spoilers and whatnot. I haven't done that for Rogue One.
I saw one spoiler, and I wish I didn't.
What was the spoiler? You can tell me. It's next week.
All right. So there's a scene that it appears that when you see a Bacta tank,
Yeah.
that it's actually going to be, you're going to see Darth Vader out of his suit in the Bacta tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know what a Bacta tank is out there, remember the scene in The Empire Strikes Back when Luke got ripped apart by the Wampa, and they put him like in this water tube, and he had like the scuba outfit on, and there was actually supposedly the water or whatever it is in there brings his tissues back to life, or regenerates them and stuff in a way. So they're going to do that with Darth Vader, huh?
And speaking of Darth Vader, you can look it up too. There is an internet rumor going around.
He's Luke's father?
No.
Oh, okay.
That by the end of episode 8, there will be a return.
Of the Jedi?
Well, he was a Jedi.
He was.
And he was a Sith.
He was.
He went back to Jedi.
Right.
But rumor has it that Hayden Christensen will be in the end of episode 8.
Doing what?
Force Ghost. I don't know.
Really?
I'm not. I think me and you've talked some theories on this as far as whatnot. Speaking of theories, Ray, the girl who plays Ray, Daisy Ridley,
who I'd
has
love to
come
have
out
under
and
my
said
tree.
that her parents, when you discover who they are, it's not going to be that big of a surprise. But she can't wait to see the look on people's faces. So, trying to put some.
Chewbacca's her dad.
I don't know about that. That'd be
BB-8 is her
little
father.
bestiality there. I don't know about that. I don't know if Lucasfilm and Disney would go that low. But anyways,
You never know.
but it would be nice to see. I personally think I'd like to see Hayden Christensen be able to redeem the role that he played well in, just was written like crap for him, I thought.
Right. I agree. I mean,
He made a good Anakin Skywalker.
He was better than the first kid they had.
Oh, totally.
who's now in a nut house.
I mean, the second one, he just made him like a little whiny bitch. But in Revenge of the Sith,
now to kind of make sense that his grandson is a whiny little bitch.
yes.
So it's all in the family.
But I don't know. I really liked him in that Revenge of the Sith, and I could feel like he brought Anakin Skywalker's fall to life. So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, next week, you and I are going to see it, and on our next
We are.
podcast, we're going to have to give a review of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Yes, Colonel, you're down there looking at us. What do you have to say?
I'd like to wish all our listeners out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So we're talking the Pizza Kitchen.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
No, I mean, all our good friends out there that we all know.
That's true. All of our listeners out there. We
Yeah.
love our listeners out there.
Yes, we do.
Our buddies across the sea.
Of course, the Geek
Geek
Force.
Force.
The Geek
Yep, the
Force.
Geek Force. May the Force be with the Geek Force out there. Merry Christmas,
And
Happy New
the
Year.
Couch Squad there.
The Couch Party.
Couch
Yeah.
Party.
Right, the Couch Party out there.
Our buddies over at the Back to the Future place there, the ones that gave us the generous, the hoverboard.
Back to the Future.
BackToTheFuture.com
Yep.
out there who gave me all Back to the Future goodies this year in
Speaking of, you want a DeLorean.
2016. Well, they don't have a real one.
No, but
if they did, I'd buy it from BackToTheFuture.com because it's the only place in the space-time continuum that is official licensed memorabilia. I had to do a shameless plug out there because I've known them for 25 years.
Yep.
I want to say hello to my good friend. We just mentioned her earlier, the greatest cosplayer of all time, our good friend Whitney Wickham out there. Fantastic. And I think I'm actually going to meet Whitney in 2017 at one of these Star Wars conventions. It's going to be awesome out there. I want to say hi to our good friend Andy up in Winnipeg and her cat Mozart, who listen to our podcast and who are longtime supporters of the show out there. I want to say hi to our good friend Croco Duck. I want to say good friend Maverick out there, our 18-wheeler friend out there. Keep the wheels and gears going, buddy, out there. Yes, Vinny?
We also, he's not here this time around, but I got to tell you, Cousin Leo, woo, we had a good time.
I'm sure you did out there.
We had a good time.
I want to
But
say
Big
hi-
Lou.
Big Lou, Spectrum out there, all of my buddies out there. I want to say hi to our good friend who's not here tonight, who'll be back on the podcast in 2017, Hollywood Joel, who had a little tragedy in his life this past week. We want to send our big condolences out to Hollywood Joel. We love you out there. Welcome back on the program in 2017. Jeff, do you have anything to say out there to our listeners?
Not really much and everything. Just to all the celebrities I'm going to stalk and everything, get ready and have a great holiday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to an interesting year.
Unbelievable. Which celebrity out there do you want to stalk the most that you haven't gotten in 2016?
Probably one that will satisfy me is Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito?
because he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I've got everybody from Cuckoo's Nest pretty much that's still alive except for him, and it will round off your taxi collection.
I'm not going to be getting Andy Kaufman anytime soon, but yeah, I definitely want to meet Danny DeVito. He's the only person from Taxi that I haven't met that's still alive.
Would be fantastic.
It would be fantastic out there. So everybody out there who's listening, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate out there. Follow us on Twitter at AfterHoursTC. This is our Christmas special. We'll be back for our big 2016 review. And for everybody here on the show, remember, this is After Hours, and we what?
We
never close.